What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. The Portland Trail Blazers took on the Dallas Mavericks. Luka, Kyrie. Man, let's just jump right in and talk about it. You know how we do.
If this world were mine.
So the Portland Trail Blazers took on the Dallas Mavericks. In Dallas, man, I was really looking forward to seeing how the Trail Blazers would defend Luka. What would be some of the philosophies, the game plan. Again, if you don't have anybody over there that Luka respects on that end of the floor, you can throw anything and everything. And Luka's going to adjust and take advantage of whatever it is that you do. Luka does that well. Then you had Kyrie Irving out there following Luka's lead. That was just really tough to deal with. I mean, remember what I said in my previous videos about the Trailblazer backcourt defense, how that's, going to be an issue. And that was definitely an issue in this game, as the Trailblazers really didn't have too much rim protection. Baji, this is his first game starting. So, of course, he was going to be nervous. And he was. He was really nervous, foul trouble. Foul trouble for a lot of the guys. It's hard in the NBA to play solid defense, but it's not impossible. You got to stay disciplined. You got to quit hacking and reaching. You got to understand verticality. You got to understand where to place your arms and hands and how to move your feet. There's things to do to where the refs will give you the benefit of the doubt. Yes, these terrible refs will give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you're hoping and wanting the refs to let you get away with certain things, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So we saw the Trailblazers in the foul trouble. Shaedon Sharpe, I thought, played well. Scoot was completely out of it. We saw some of what I said again in my previous videos about Scoot being all over the place on the defensive end. If you were watching this game, that's exactly what you saw. You saw Scoot all over the place, and you saw Scoot injure somebody because he was all over the place, unaware on the defensive end. Shaedon Sharpe even had a play where he's at the free throw line. The rest of the team is in man-to-man. Looks like Shaedon Sharpe is in a 3-2 zone because he has completely lost sight and awareness of his man, who had darted down to the baseline, cut across the lane to the opposite corner three, wide open. Jabari Walker had to help out off of his man to help out on what Shaedon's man was doing. Shaedon realized by that time it was too late. Dallas Mavericks, wide open score. That happens way too often. Way too often. And guess what? Scoot had a play like that as well. In the first quarter. Soon as Shaedon came off the bench. And you guys know I'm a big Shaedon Sharpe guy. Shaedon Sharpe is, look, I think Shaedon Sharpe can be that guy. For real. For real. He just needs the right guidance, man. He just needs the right guidance. There's a couple things I noticed that I didn't like. One thing I'm going to make sure when I'm speaking to you, we're going to have eye contact. I need you to make eye contact with me. Even if it's for a split second, whatever it is, I'm going to need you to make eye contact because I'm telling you something that I know you need to hear and I need you to connect with it. Shaedon Sharpe doesn't really connect right now. You got to make sure you have the right people that can connect with Shaedon and keep Shaedon engaged the right ways. Chauncey's job is to coach. Chauncey has so much to deal with. He can't take the time to babysit or to hold these guys' hands or whatever you want to call it. He just doesn't have a lot of time to do that. Now, there's going to be times as a coach, you're going to have to do some things you don't want to do, for real, period, if you want to win. But nonetheless, you don't have a lot of time to do that, if any. So you need the right people around you that can keep those guys connected to you in the right way, plugged in to where they understand how important it is to be connected, to where they don't allow themselves to be disconnected. So that's definitely something to work on. I mean, they kept fighting, they kept playing. That's one thing they're going to do on the offensive end is just keep fighting. But on the defensive end, it looked like they didn't know what was going on at all. It just looked like the Mavericks were able to do whatever, whenever, however. But on offense, yeah, you know what I'm saying? On offense, they're going to figure it out. Ant going to figure it out. And when they see Ant trying to figure it out, Jeremy going to try to figure it out, and so forth. I saw one really, really good move from Shaedon Sharpe, other than, him scoring out of the structure, which again, Shaedon does very well out of structure. But one thing the Trailblazers do right now, often with Scoot and Anthony, is break structure. There's not a lot of structure out there sometimes with some of the offensive play. But Shaedon does very well in structure. But one particular time I saw him break the play, and I thought he did a really good job. He played strong, he dribbled strong, he finished strong, he scored.
I need soldiers. I don't need anybody else but soldiers.
Great focus. man, that's his ability. That's what you can get from Shaedon Sharpe. I want to see him utilize that on the defensive end as well. Awareness. That awareness, you got to stay locked in, man. Stay focused. So we'll see how the Trailblazers respond, because after a night off, they're going to have to see the Mavericks right back at it again, and Luka and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? So comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the Portland Trailblazers and the Dallas Mavericks. So I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.
If this world were mine.